If you're in the Midlands area of South Carolina, the Riverbanks Zoo and Garden is a must-see. I love animals, and I've been told we may even get up close and personal with a few, so I can't wait to get inside and check it out.
Welcome to Riverbanks Zoo and Garden. You are in for a real treat. We are a 170-acre zoo and botanical garden, and on the zoo side, we have nearly 2,000 animals. That's 350 different species from around the world.
Like and then one every day for a year.
I know. And then on the botanical garden side, we are home to more than 4,300 species of native and exotic plants. You know, it is our mission to foster an appreciation and concern for all living things. We get people through the gates, they have fun, we educate them, and in turn, we hope that they go home and take action for conservation. We're standing on Giraffe Overlook, and this is where people can actually come up on a daily basis and feed our giraffe herd. And this is Bruce.
And his tongue's very soft. It's not at all like sandpaper or anything.
Not too bad.
Look at that tongue! I cannot believe how long their tongues are.
They are.
I guess that's what they need to be able to reach into the trees.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't realize that their tongues are black.
No. It's one thing to have the tall necks, but the long tongues, man, they are prepared to get up in those trees.
Absolutely.
I'd like to welcome you to Penguin Coast here at Riverbanks Zoo in our birdhouse.
Hello, so who do we have here?
This is Scout. He's one of our king penguins. We have 3 of those. We have Scout, Grace, and Atticus. Right behind you, the little one right there, they are rockhoppers. They've got those bright yellow crest feathers on top of their head. The one that's kind of taking his little morning snooze over there, those are our Gen 2 penguins.
Hi, sweetie. I like you, Scout. This is Scout still, right?
Yes, it is.
So all 3 of these species get along together?
They do.
Keep them in the same exhibit?
Yeah, they do. Actually, in the wild, they can be found together. So they're on the sub-Antarctic islands between South America and Antarctica. So you can find them together in the wild. So most zoos will have them together in zoos as well.
What is it that you hope people will take away from this exhibit?
How different they are from other birds. Obviously, they don't fly, but seeing them and seeing the way they act, the way they are towards one another, the way they're with the keepers, and how I don't like to say how fun they are, but how fun they are watching them swim, watching them interact with one another, and just learning to love any wild animal, any animal here at the zoo, not just our exhibit, but every exhibit here.
So Scott, I'm told I get to meet a friend of yours.
A very special friend, one of our Galapagos tortoises. And one of the interesting things about this animal is he's so old that he could have hatched out of the egg when Thomas Jefferson was president of the United States.
What?
But this animal right here, Conchita, came off the Galapagos Islands in 1928. That's when it came to the United States and was probably an adult then.
So what do they eat?
Well, they mostly eat vegetation, so they eat lots and lots of grass. So they eat high bulk, low protein diet, so they eat all the time, but they don't get a lot of nutrition out of it. So we have to reside this exhibit every year because they eat all of the grass. She weighs about 400 pounds, but our largest male weighs 650 pounds. So just to put that in perspective, that animal weighs more than our tigers, more than our lions, more than our grizzly bears. So these tortoises, which can get to be 1,000 pounds, are really, really big animals.
Girl, you got a ways to go.
They do.
We got to fatten you up.
But they start out being much smaller. So this is one of our baby Galapagos tortoises. It's only 2 years old.
This is going to be that big in a couple,
it's going to be very, very big.
Just a couple hundred years.
Yeah,
and this is an endangered species.
It is an endangered species.
This is the future for this species.
It absolutely is. If we ever need to, we could take these animals, put them back on the Galapagos Islands to bolster the wild population.
What is it like for you to be able to be breeding an endangered species in captivity and hopefully giving them hope for the future?
Well, it's very fulfilling for us, but in some ways it's a very slow motion project. This animal right here isn't supposed to breed until he's 55 years old. That's why you can't harvest turtles, for food like we used to do with diamondback terrapins. Their reproductive rate is slow. It's just not sustainable.
At close to 200 years old, maybe over 200 years old, I can't imagine everything she's seen in her lifetime.
Yeah, the things that they've seen that we'll never know.
Thank you. We'll let her be. Get some sunshine. And you're coming with us.